करोड़पति तू बहन के लोड़े करोड़पति तू बहन के लोड़े फिर मार सरदार महेश सिंह जी, सरदार स्वरण सिंह जी, सरदार वजय सिंह जी, सरदार सत सिंह जी, सरदार
वो जहाज लड़ रहे हैं या वो कह रहे हैं कि हम खालिस्तान बना के रहेंगे।
The invasion of the Golden Temple sent India into civil war in which over 150,000 Sikhs are said to have lost their lives. The background. The roots of the present problem that Sikhs face predate the independence of India. The British had envisioned the formation of 3 separate countries, one dominated by Hindus, one by Muslims, and one by Sikhs. The Sikhs, on the basis of solemn assurances given to them by Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru, and other Congress leaders with regard to their constitutional and religious freedoms, put their trust in the Hindu majority and opted to remain as part of India. The goodwill and any affinity to an oath evaporated rapidly with the coming of independence. One of the most immediate and vivid examples was a secret circular sent out to all deputy commissioners in Punjab by the Home Minister V.B. Patel. In essence, they were instructions that Sikhs, particularly those migrating from Pakistan, should be treated like a criminal tribe. The government was urged to be severe, so that the Sikhs should wake up to the political realities and recognize who are the masters and who the slaves. In 1950, when the Indian Constitution was drafted, Sikhs, along with Buddhists and Jains, were categorized as Hindus. The Sikhs were deeply offended by this and saw it as a refusal by Congress to recognize the independence of their religion. Therefore, considering the Constitution unacceptable, and having felt betrayed, the Sikh representatives walked out in protest and refused to ratify the Constitution. However, Sikh protests had virtually no effect, and gradually all the personal laws of the Sikhs were abolished and Hindu laws were enforced upon them. For example, the Anand Marriage Act was replaced with the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955. Sikhs make up less than 2% of the Indian population, but contributed more to the civil rights movement than any other community or religion. Out of 2,125 martyrs, 1,550 were Sikhs, 73%. Out of 2,646 exiled to the Andaman Islands, 2,147 were Sikhs, 81%. Out of 127 Indians sent to the gallows, 92 of them were Sikhs, 72%. So stated Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, 3 years prior to independence, in the flowery language for which he was renowned. More formal assurances were also given to the Sikhs regarding their future in India over the 30 years leading up to independence. One of the first assurances given to the Sikhs was in 1929, following a huge independence rally held by Sikhs in Lahore. In the words of the Times, the 500,000-strong procession led by the veteran Sikh leader Baba Karak Singh put the Congress show into shame and shadow. Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru and other Congress leaders then met Baba Karak Singh and gave the Sikhs their solemn assurance that after India has achieved political freedom, no constitution will be framed by the majority unless it is freely acceptable to the Sikhs. 2 years later, in 1931, Mahatma Gandhi reiterated this assurance at Gurdwara Sisganj in Delhi, adding, "I ask you to accept my word and the resolution of the Congress that it will not betray a single individual, much less a community. If it ever thinks of doing so, it will not only hasten its own doom, but that of the country too." Congress also passed several resolutions concerning the political makeup of post-independence India. It committed itself to a union of states, to be based on linguistic and cultural boundaries, which were to be loosely governed by a federal government. Only months before independence, Nehru declared, "The various territories of the Union of India will be autonomous units with residuary powers." But, ultimately, it was the human value of trust rather than formal resolutions which persuaded the Sikhs to remain as part of India. After all, using Nehru's words, the commitment to uphold the rights of the minorities was a declaration, a pledge, and an undertaking before the world, a contract with millions of Indians, and therefore in the nature of an oath which must be kept.